popping? I am at the BMW dealership, and I pray they don't find any extra stuff wrong on my car. I just got serviced in January, and they told me my brakes were like 7 millimeters, like I was halfway. So that's like I've put on 11,000 miles. So I'm praying like my brakes are like 6 millimeters or maybe 5, because at 3 millimeters I have to change the brakes and probably the rotors. And I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. It probably would be cheaper where I'm at compared to where I'm going anyway. That's another thing. But probably where I'm going, they probably have certified mechanics up there, and I wouldn't have to go to the BMW dealership. But anyways, this week in Juneteenth, happy Juneteenth everybody. I got to utilize this time to take care of my houses, do a lot of deep cleaning, go through all my belongings, whatever needs to go can go, whatever needs to stay, whatever needs to be thrown away. I have a hair appointment tomorrow. I'm just too exhausted to braid my own hair. I've been doing the miracle knots. I've done it twice already. The first time I got the Burmese curly hair and it looked nice, but for some reason my hair was so dry. I had a lot of breakage. I lost a lot of hair. I don't know why. It wasn't from the thread. It was like my hair was dry. So the second time I changed the hair to water wave, and I made sure to add extra moisture to my braids. I would like individually moisturize my braid. Per braid, I would moisturize. And when I took them out, it was easy. It was cool. So I was like, okay, I need extra moisturizer. And I didn't wash my hair. Normally I would wash my braids every week, but this time I kept the braids in for like 2.5, 3 weeks, and I didn't wash my hair. I don't know. Maybe the shampoo the first time did not get washed out and it dried my hair out. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to my braider so she can individually braid my hair, and then I'm going to crochet the hair in. I've already washed my hair. I've already washed my hair, and I'm going to install the hair. And my braider's only doing the box braids, okay? I wish it could be a little bit cheaper, because I've done, the hard part was washing the hair and drying it. And I got it as straight as possible, so there's no issue. But yeah, I'm getting my hair done. What's poppin', y'all? It is Father's Day weekend, Juneteenth weekend, and I'm at my rental property. I gotta power wash it, and I gotta save money. So I gotta come over here and do it myself. Now, before I went to Germany, I did, damn, all my head scar's coming off. Ugh. Before I went to Germany, I did all the maintenance on my house. And when I went to Germany, it made me super lazy. Even though we had like a little bit of grass to cut in Germany, when the upkeep to the house wasn't as major as owning a house. So I gotta try to power wash this house. Hopefully I can try to get it done today. Try to finish going through my house, start packing. I need to start packing my suitcases. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. This week is my last week to figure it out. I'm literally supposed to show up to my new duty station very soon, and I don't have no place to live. So, yeah. But I got everything. I just got my hair done. And I forgot to put sunblock on. But yeah. to take an intermission because I could not get the freaking. I finally got the pressure washer going, and then I moved it, and then it cut off. I got aggravated, so I went back home. I wasn't fully prepared. I needed something to drink. I haven't ate anything. I forgot to put sunblock on. I went home and started cutting my bushes. And I was like, cutting these bushes, even though they're annoying, I could have probably cut my whole front yard with the time that I used playing with that power washer. Anyways, I had somebody on Facebook Marketplace trying to buy some speakers. I've had these speakers, I think for 10 years now, but I haven't used them in 5. They just been sitting in my garage. And I was like, that's something to sell because I'm too old to be having some beat in the back, and I'm never going to have any speakers in my BMW. Anyways, the dude is pissing me off. He said he would be here at 12:30. It is now 1 o'clock. I don't know if the dude is slow. I mean, I live in a city where most people are slow. But yeah, I waited 30 minutes, and it's really pissing me off. So I'm about to pull off and just go back home and finish what I was doing because the sun is already getting hotter. I started this morning. It was 70 degrees. It's already 85. The sun is already coming up over the house. So I'm not going to have much time to... Oh, here come the idiot. Okay, so I made the purchase. Well, I made the sale. The guy showed up. I'm pretty sure he showed up 40 minutes late. And then he get out the car super slow. I'm like, come on. I open the trunk. He look at the speakers. He gonna ask me, do they work? You could have asked me that yesterday when you was nagging me about it. I'm like, yes, it worked. Why would I be selling you something that don't work? And he just keeps tapping on the speakers as if tapping on the speakers is gonna justify if it works or not. The speakers do work because I took them out of my car 5 years ago and they've been sitting still. So things just don't break just off of sitting still. Anyways, he bought the speakers and the amp. So I got me some boba to fix my attitude. And I'm going to try to finish cutting one of my bushes. And then I'm probably going to have to go in until this evening because it's about to hit 90 degrees. So I just do some stuff in my house, go to my office, go in my closet, straighten that up for the few hours the sun is at peak. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how people do it. People are aggravating to me. Like, they ask 1,000 questions. I mean, the speakers was the worst thing for me to sell. Everything else, like, nobody bothered me. I sold a lawnmower. I sold my weed eater. I sold a hot water heater. I sold my treadmill. Nobody bothered me. They was like, all right, here to pick it up. Bye. But the speakers, oh my gosh. All right, y'all. See y'all when I get home. Because I'm dirty and ashy. I am at my rental property. Day 2 of power washing my house. My microphone is somewhere in the car. I don't have time to look for it. I am drenched, wet. But I got it done. I power washed the house. I'm exhausted. Like, defeated. But I saved $300. What's up? I've been dreading this day. Did not think this day would come. I did not think this day was going to come. But tomorrow the movers are coming to pack my stuff up. And moving has changed because normally they do it in one day. Normally they pack it up and move it the same day. I think like it's been 6 years since I did a government move. So, but yeah, they're gonna come pack one day and then they get an off day and then they come the following day to load everything up. So I need to sort through what I'm gonna take and what I'm not gonna take because I'm downsizing. You know, I talked about I talked about, wanting to downsize my life at 35 and focus from 35 to 40, focus on eliminating whatever debt that I got myself into between 30 and 35 because I walked into 30 with minimum debt. But I have fantasized about downsizing my life and using 35 to 40, which is 5 years, to focus on making life simple. I've always had that in my mind. Always in my mind in my early 20s, I did kind of doing whatever I thought of at the wall, trying to figure out if it was going to work. 25 is when I really kind of settled down. I was like, okay, what do I really want? I bought a house. I bought my daughter's childhood house, which I still own, thank God, because there's a lot of people who cannot afford a house, and I'm glad I didn't listen to nobody, because a lot of people are like, why you buying a house in that location? And I didn't care where the location was. I wanted to make sure we had a house. And so I went to school. I chased my career. I made a lot of mistakes. And as we close out so many things in the last 5 years from 30 to 35, God is funny. God is funny. He's sending me to a place that I never really desired to go. I'm still kind of hung up on that. I'm kind of hung up on that part. But yeah, God is sending me to a place that I haven't necessarily had a lot of desires to go to. So today we just got to go through as much stuff in my house as I can and prepare. We're going to be preparing. We are preparing, y'all. Oh, that's my other charger. Okay. Taking all this with me, all my tools and stuff. This camera. I'm not a big fan of the DJI Pocket. I'm not that much of a fan of it. Like, I wish I would have had money to buy a Canon or something. But yeah. This past weekend, I power washed my house. It took everything out of me. It took everything out of me. I'm still recovering. It took everything out of me. When I tell you I probably was super dehydrated, sunburned, and exhausted, I'm out of shape. Because I used to power wash my house, cut my grass. I used to do everything by myself. And if I couldn't get something mechanical done, my neighbors would come help me. Shit has changed in 10 years. I'm out of shape. But yeah, so I'm gonna run through my house. I'm gonna go ahead and pack up all my books and like personal memory stuff, pictures, cards, or whatever. I always take those with me. I don't have a place to live yet. I still don't have a place to live. Yo, when I found out I got a job, I should have started packing when I found out. Stupidly, I'm over here pre-packing the night before. I'm so aggravated. I'm so aggravated because my daughter be leaving me mad shit. Every time she go out of town, she say she cleaned up, never cleaned up. Room not cleaned up. She got mad dirty clothes. I gotta strip her bed. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. She got mad shit. Like, I've been getting rid of shit for years. Every year I get rid of stuff. And it's like, we still got stuff. Like, I'm for sure. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like I just need more time. I think it's ridiculous. I get an email from the job and they're like, your onboarding is virtual. So why the fuck I'm coming up there? Onboarding is virtual. And then I'll get with my leadership and they'll tell me what's the next steps. But You don't have your HR paperwork, so you can't get an ID card. Well, you need an ID card to get on the military base. I'm just like, oh my god. So I'm looking through all her books and stuff. I'm like a tiny hoarder too. A little part of me is just like, man, I wish I could just keep my house and it just be used as a holding area. Because I got so much shit. Every room is fully furnished. I'm frustrated. I'm super frustrated. I'm frustrated. What's poppin'? Today is June 24th. Let me tell you, yesterday was a hard day for me. Last night when I was packing, it was very hard. A plethora of emotion came over me. Um, I felt overwhelmed. I felt forced. I felt that things aren't coming easy or natural. Um, so I had a hard night, a lot of crying. I definitely was on the ledge. And I say all this to say, like, I watched my parents go through the recession in 2008, 2009, and they struggled. They struggled. They had to give up a lot of things that they worked hard for. You know, my mom lost her job. She was working like at Sam's Club, I believe, at the time. She lost her job. Obviously, when the economy is bad, corporations begin to cut work hours. They cut manpower. So they can reduce expenses. I watched my dad had to give up his car. Well, he had a big truck, and he worked extremely hard for that truck. And he had to turn the truck in to get a little Toyota Corolla because he couldn't afford the car payments because the economy just shifted. And one thing that my dad always did my entire life was he always put up a big fight to keep his land, his house. That was a big thing. You could lose whatever else, but you can't lose your property. So I felt a lot of emotion yesterday because I really feel like, as many Americans are feeling right now, the stressors of you done the right thing, you went to college to get a specific skill set, you went to trade school, you went to the military, you did whatever that you felt was best for you to try to carve out a good life for yourself and for your family. And right now, it ain't working. It's not working. And my aunt had to definitely talk me off the ledge. And I say all this to say I'm tired. Fuck everything else. I'm tired. I'm tired of having to jump around all the time, bounce around for jobs. I'm tired of the politics of jobs. I'm tired of the hiring process of what you got to go through to even get a job. And I'm not even going through what the average American is going through to apply for a job. I see people on social media talk about how they went through 2, 3, 4 rounds of interviews. Baby, if you can't figure out by the first round, I don't want the job because you're wasting my time. Excuse me, I just drank some water. And my aunt told me you gotta pray. You gotta pray. I've been praying, and I get frustrated. It's like God don't necessarily talk back to you. So when I calmed down, I stopped packing. I was like, I just woke up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I read the Bible. I opened my Bible. I read it. Read some verses. I prayed and I asked God just to give me a little more time. And if this opportunity is for me, then to tell me. I kid you not, the next morning, I wake up. I think I wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock. I naturally had woke up. God naturally woke me up at 4 something. I prayed. I read the Bible. And I think I probably went back to sleep for 30 minutes. I got up and I started going through like, all right, I got hella clothes to wash. I'm not ready to get packed. The TV ain't came off the wall. Nothing's ready. I haven't even packed my daughter's suitcase. I ain't packed my suitcase. And I get a phone call around 8 o'clock, and the movers tell me, we can't come today. We'll come tomorrow. I said, thank you, God, because I'm not ready. Then the transportation office from my local military base. Normally, when you do a government move, a military move, or whatever, somebody from the base always comes to show up to make sure that the movers are doing everything. And she showed up. And I guess she probably looked at my pay grade or whatever on the paperwork. And I told, she was, like, where you headed? And she was like, you're so young, take that opportunity to get back in the system. Take it, it's yours. They selected you. You just go up there, you just do your best. She said, but you don't know when the next opportunity is going to come. And she shared her story with me. She said she'd been in the federal service for 24 years. She was military veteran, and she transitioned into federal work. And she came in as a GS4. She's only a GS7. And she was like, you've accomplished so much in such a short time. You can't let nobody stop you from making sure you have a retirement. I don't know if, that's God talking to me. But what I do know is I didn't know that the movers was going to give me an extra day. And I didn't know the stranger was going to pop up at my doorstep to encourage me and motivate me to not be scared. The crown is heavy. Okay? The crown is heavy. So, I got me some rest because I cried so much, honey. Head hurt and everything. Eyes puffy. I had to get some rest. It is like 7-something o'clock. About to be 8 o'clock. The sun's about to go down. And I'm going to just start packing again. Pack and organize as much as I can. And tomorrow they'll come and pack, and then they'll load it up on Friday. And I still got hella things I got to do. I tried to run and do some admin stuff. But, yeah. I really hate that I had to go so far away just to have a career. I really hate that. I think the state that I'm living in has an opportunity to make some changes in the next year if they actually elect the right governor. I like having access to go home, even though home is 2 hours away, 3 hours, 2.5 hours away. I have the ability to go home. I have the ability to stay in my bubble, and maybe that's my problem. I'm hiding in my bubble. I don't come outside. So, yeah. I got to send off some paperwork for the job. I'm going to draft my resignation letter for the remote job. So, yeah. Good morning. I definitely got to find my freaking microphone. It's for sure in the car because that's the last time I had it. Anyways, today is packing day. It's like 8:40 in the morning. They still not here yet. I don't know what God... I would love for God to be like, they ain't coming today. I would love that, but I haven't heard anything. So I'm going to assume that they're going to be here around 8 o'clock. I'm closing out some things for this job that I'm currently working. I really wish that this job would have worked out because I could have got by temporarily with the salary, and it's working from home. But what I found interesting is, like, I've been working here for a month. And they don't want to give us no work. Like, they keep saying they're going to assign work to us. They never do. They don't give us nothing. They don't give us any work. But then they expect for us to do a telework log of explaining every minute out the entire 8-hour shift what we did. Well, if you don't give me no work, and I've already went and found busy work for myself, and I've ran out of busy work that I gave myself, what do you expect? It's just poor leadership and poor delegation of work. They even assigned us to a litigation team, and we had a meeting, and they said they was going to give us some casework and sort through the documents because the documents hadn't been reviewed yet. Disappeared. So I just been kind of communicating with the other new guy. He's really nice. He has a lot of experience. He spent most of his career in DC, and he was like, yeah, this is kind of weird. But yeah, I don't feel confident in this position. I did have a job that I applied for in November. They gave me a job offer at my local military base. They just got the contract awarded. That position was for a secretary position. They only offered me $50,000, and they just got the contract award. And they messaged me, and I was kind of thinking like, well, that's kind of the go. It goes backwards. Like I just took an $80,000 job remote. I don't like their 4-year program at all. They don't do work how I do work, like how I've been trained to do. Um, so to leave an $80,000 remote job to go work on a military base for $50,000, I haven't made $50,000 in 10 years. My first contract job was $50,000, and that was 10 years ago. 50,000 10 years ago is not 50,000 today. So I would have loved to got in over there because it's with the Air Force as well, but I can't take 50,000. I would be drowning. So I just keep praying, keep praying, keep praying. But I just finished my telework log that I had to do. I'm gonna go finish packing my suitcase. I already got as many clothes as I can think of that I would need to bring with me. So now I'm gonna pack my cosmetic bag and everything, and just try to get through washing clothes. I got hella shit to wash. So there's gonna be a busy day. I gotta go get some paperwork notarized. I gotta go to the post office. I'm trying to sell my daughter's old Nintendo. She ain't using it. We need every dollar we can get. I need to take her computer back to her school, which I need to send them an email as well. I got training today for this job that I'm leaving. I got a 1 o'clock meeting with the new job for I-9 verification. I'm ready for the weekend. Because Saturday is going to be like slam pack until like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I can be like, okay, I'm chilling. Go to sleep and then prepare for my long drive on Sunday. That's the plan. I'll be back. Good morning. Today is loading day. The movers came and packed yesterday, and let me tell you, the experience was by far terrible because I had to help pack, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I was really tired. So they're gonna come and load up everything. Hopefully, it does not take 8 hours to load up my house, because I don't have that much furniture. I'm just bringing 2 beds, a kitchen table, the living room furniture minus the couch, 2 desks. Hopefully that don't take all day. I am leaving some furniture and stuff in my house because I am going to a place that don't offer a big house. So yeah, I have to downsize, but here we are. I'll show y'all. The house is packed up. It's been 5 years. Actually, this time 5 years ago, I was literally packing my house up in Germany. This time to be exact. And yeah. I do got a whole bunch of stuff that I gotta pack, put in my car or whatever, but I'm probably gonna come home at least 4 times. I think at least 3 times. If I can't secure a new place to stay this week, I'm probably gonna come home for 4th of July because I don't wanna stay up there and be paying for a hotel and I don't have a place to stay. And I can just come back here and clean up, take care of some things that I need to take care of. And maybe my driver's license will be in the mailbox if I come back next week. And then we got the J. Cole concert. I got to figure out how can I get back to North Carolina. I already bought the ticket months ago before I thought I even knew I was even moving, before I even applied for the job. So I'm probably going to have to buy a plane ticket to get to North Carolina and then probably rent a car to get to South Carolina. I for sure got to come back to do like medical appointments because I'm not going to find a doctor right away. But yeah, it's very surreal. It's a very surreal experience. quite interesting. I was driving last night and I was kind of thinking like, I was trying to leave 2 years ago, and the timing wasn't right. The location wasn't right. And the last 6 months has been pretty chaotic, you know. I just hope I do new. I just hope I do really good at my new location. I'm really scared of the location. It's not a place that I typically go. I've probably been there 2 times in the last. I've probably been there 3 times the last 8 years. I don't normally go up there. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like the hustle and bustle, the traffic. The people aren't nice. Um, but yeah, everyone's like, it's always something to do. Okay. But I'm about to go pack my suitcase because I want things to be organized when the movers come. But I really hope that they are done at least by 2 o'clock. I pray. I pray they are done at 2 o'clock because I have mad stuff I got to do. I got to go make copies of my house keys. I just found my house keys. I never used the house keys. So it took me 2 days to find all the house keys. I got to go make copies of them. I got to go to the post office. I got to mail some stuff to my grandmother and, all that other stuff. Tomorrow I got appointments. I got appointment today at 4 too. Damn. Um, Tomorrow's my last appointments, like maintenance, body maintenance, try to get that done before I show up to work, get my feet done and stuff like that. And I'm going to hit the road on Sunday. I got to send a message to my realtor. If she's not going to show me no houses on Sunday, I'm not going to show up until the middle of the day on Sunday. Oh, I don't want to go. Man, I hate that, yo. I hate that I made my house comfortable, man. I hate it, man. I hate that. But yeah. All right, y'all. This is it. New beginnings. I got a mount. For you guys. So now I can be in the car driving, not distracted. Anyways, today's the day, y'all. Today's the day. I am leaving my nice big house that took me 5 years, almost 5 years, to get settled. I just bought a roof. I just bought a hot water heater. And I have to go relocate. It's been madness. It was the worst relocation by far in my career. We'll get into that later, but yeah. So I'm leaving my house. Goodbye, house. I'm already an hour late. I promised my daughter breakfast. It looks like we're gonna have brunch. But car is fully loaded. I'm about to stop and pick up my medicine because I believe they will have a 4-day weekend. I pray they will have a 4-day weekend. Because they are doing the 250th celebration in DC, so traffic's gonna be really bad. And from what I hear, a lot of agencies, when they have big celebrations and stuff, they do authorize telework and everything. So I do plan to come back to my house as soon as I get out of work on Thursday, baby. I'm getting on 95. I'm coming home. But I'm coming home because the movers left shit behind. I need to start cleaning my house, and we are prepping it to, I don't know, be sold, be rented, sit, but whatever I decide, the house got to be clean. So I'm coming back to clean it, to finish my landscaping. I got to do my final stuff on my rental property. My tenants are moving in on the 7th of July. So I got some final stuff. Yeah. I think I left my salami in the refrigerator. Guess I won't be eating that on the way. Y'all just pray for me, y'all. Just pray for me. I don't have many minutes on this SD card. I got to clear some old stuff off, so I'll be back later. Bye. What's poppin'? Today is June 29th, and I made it to my work destination. and I did onboarding. They do everything fast up here. I'm like, slow your ass down. Everything's fast. All my other government jobs, you would have been getting some stuff 2-3 days later. I'm gonna go meet my office team members, be introduced to my supervisor. I'm really nervous. I don't have a lot of light in this room, so like I would have recorded at the little desk in the hotel, but it's so dark over there. I'm not a big fan of the hotels here. I was so indecisive. I'm already naturally indecisive when it comes to like purchasing things online. I'm not a good online shopper. I kept reading the hotel reviews and they were so bad. So bad. So I finally picked one that was close to the job site and centralized for me to get back on the highway on Thursday, and also centralized for me to go do house tours. Today I'm going to go tour an apartment that has a cheaper move-in cost compared to the houses. And then tomorrow my realtor is supposed to show me a few houses. It is the 4th of July weekend coming up, so things going to get really hectic. So hopefully the traffic is not bad when I'm headed back home. I'm going to go home. I should get the holiday off as a federal employee, so I should have 3 days off. I was trying to see, is the military getting 4 days? Because I ain't going to come in when they don't come in. But I'm definitely going to try to maximize my time. I can't keep paying for a hotel. So hopefully this week is a successful week. I can find a place to stay and try to have the keys and everything so I can get my household goods. I don't want my household goods to go in storage because that's even more of a hassle. It's been a shit show. But anyways, I'm nervous. I'm back employed in the federal government, y'all. What am I doing? I just pray. Just pray for me, y'all. Just pray for me. I've been praying. Oh my gosh. This is the highest job I've ever had in my life. I'm scared. I'll be back with y'all. See y'all later.